And that was why we do campfires.
Campfires.
Indoors. I love indoor campfires. Those are the best campfires.
Nothing can go wrong with that.
I don't know why more people don't build fires indoors like that. Like, everybody always puts them, like, under a chimney. I don't understand. It's just put it in the middle of the room. It's way easier. Some people are dumb.
Distributes the
That's
heat
their
way
problem.
better, too.
The two must be in the
Yeah,
lab.
it just warms up the whole room. You don't lose all that
Elevators.
heat up the chimney. This puzzle, I didn't mind it. This felt really Arkham Asylum-y. But it took a long while. Like, we might spend a good portion of this episode doing this puzzle, just because it's...
Trampoline.
Once you know the solution, it's not bad. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
It's a little contrived.
Honestly, it is contrived, and that's the biggest problem with this puzzle, is that it's... So, what are you doing, Josh?
I need to go.
Yeah, given
I
that
was
Josh is
jumping on
hopping
the-
on the elevator, I'm
It
gonna
was important.
hazard a guess that he doesn't remember the solution.
Shoot out the wheels, or... No, not shoot out the wheels. You have to go up a floor and then pop out the wheels.
Right, right. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Here it is. Okay.
Somehow the wheels pop off, and then...
I helped, because I wasn't holding my button there. But you need to take off all of the
one
wheels.
wheel.
Yes.
I'd like to
That's how
think that
science-
I like to think that a 100-pound woman could pull off a wheel that size with nothing
She
more
has
than
to
a
use a
crowbar.
rope ascender to pull energy from nothing.
She's saving up rope ascender energy so that she can use it with her crowbar hook. Something.
Is
So this is one of the two GPS secrets, where in the other you can only find if you get all the GPS caches, and it's not really worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hint about what could happen in the sequel.
That right there, you mean?
Yes, that thing we were just looking at. That you may or may not be able to see because you're watching a crappy stream.
And look,
sad.
new shotgun. I kind of felt like there were maybe like one or two too many tiers of shotgun or of just like weapon upgrades.
I thought there was just one too many guns. I think
It felt like after a while, like, oh, I upgraded the shotgun that I haven't used since the last time I upgraded it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I think if they just decided between the assault
that's
rifle
right.
and the shotgun, that's just a lot of weapons for one human being to carry. And I think one less gun would have made it less silly.
But, no. Jared is typing to someone. Apparently, I have lost his attention.
What can
See,
you blame?
this is amazing. It's you get to see somebody as they quote unquote watch. Spoiler warning.
All the way up here?
See, right now, if I go over to Reddit and just start reading crap, you don't know. As far as you know, I'm watching the stream right now.
I'm texting pretty ladies. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, right now. I'm texting online and I'm pretending to be a pretty lady.
Why is this lady named Seamus?
Got to blast my way out.
I just want you to be the Sam to my Lara Croft. That's all I want.
God, there are so many steps to this puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, just one more
It's
to go.
just busy work though, it's not really difficult. I mean, you need to
Once you
figure out
figure
how
out
to
the
get the
wheels need to
elevator
come
out.
off, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it because it was lots of climbing and exploring. So I dug this puzzle. I liked it.
Shit.
And it's about
No,
as
okay.
well justified as
Pull it up
anything
here
in
now.
this game. I mean,
That's true.
pulling all the wheels off of. I mean, if you're prepared to accept a puzzle in this context, then it's no worse than the electricity puzzle from last week.
It might just be that watching spoiler warning and making spoiler warning makes everything more grum. I have that.
Spoiler.
I've
Well, I
seen
mean,
that
yeah,
before.
because looking at the game in this context, you sort of look at it with a more critical eye, and just nothing's
Done.
so fun. This is the ultimate zoom in on fridge logic.
Well, it's not just fridge logic. It's also the fact that we're not playing it. We're watching a laggy, slow, badly compressed stream of someone else playing it poorly. So,
hey,
speak for yourself.
Come on.
We're not talking
I'm
about you,
watching
Josh.
in high
We're talking about
definition.
Jaren. You are a master player. It's Jaren that keeps messing you up.
no, but seriously, it is weird where, I mean, your average video game is even when Josh knows what he's doing, an average spoiler warning season is probably somewhere between 8 and 12 hours. And to watch someone play a video game for 8 to 12 hours, it's hard not to get a little snarky at the things when you're not actually playing it. Like, when I'm not in control of shooting dudes, I'm watching someone shoot dudes and talking about someone else shooting dudes, and it's like, that's dumb. Like it's the difference between, like, watching a cool movie for the first time and somebody who has already watched the movie 3 or 4 times, watching it, like, with a bunch of other people who've already seen the movie.
Yes, you will immediately sort of drop into that, well, why are they doing... Wait a minute! Just wait a damn minute! Yeah, that's exactly it.
And there were a lot of parts in Tomb Raider that made me go all critical immediately, but that puzzle was not one of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, and especially really broad games like this are not going to lend themselves to a lot of scrutiny.
What the hell?
And I think we recognize
that. Was not my...
I mean...
Just
Yeah, it
calling
doesn't
that
make it a
ahead
bad game.
Wow.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
You're the one in
either.
control.
If you don't know what you're doing, then nobody does.
I'm watching a grainy stream of a woman with a torch running around like the Olympics is in a direction she doesn't know which way.
Alright, this is it.
Rolling with a torch seems difficult.
Inadvisable is the word I'd use.
Oh,
Also
this
good.
scene. This is Combat City.
Yeah, this was really bad.
Yeah, no, we're coming up... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this scene is where it finally, to me, started feeling like just a shooter and no longer puzzle, platformy action game.
Yep.
From about here on, it becomes shooter, and I think we are about to start being a little bit more snarky than we have been, just because there's not a lot of puzzles left and a lot of combat left.
Yeah. Although, we're getting to the part where, spoiler warning, we're gonna stop fighting dudes and start fighting spooky skeletal dudes, and I like that better. It just worked for me better, rather than ask questions about, wait a minute, how many people have crashed on this island, and how many people is Laura gonna murder before it starts to affect her? And, you know, doesn't anybody think it's weird that she's killed all these people, and don't these people have any sense of self-preservation? And you don't think about any of that when she's just fighting spooks. So I wish they'd switched into fighting spooks more. It had more fighting against spooks that had happened sooner.
Tomb Raider, Spook City.
You could have
9.5 out of
spooks.
But I mean, it does sort of result in this weird tonal back and forth where the first 80% of the game she's killing survivors or scavengers or castaways or whatever you want to call them, and then suddenly it's like, let's kill some ghosts, and everyone looks at her and is like, what ghosts? And she's like, yeah, ghosts.
How the hell am I
If it had happened sooner, it would have been less abrupt at the end. Oh wait, we're really gonna fight ancient Japanese
like
warriors?
we're about to start a Scooby-Doo mystery in the middle of this pulp adventure.
Shit! I've got to get out of
And now Laura has finally figured out what I figured out, like, the first time you end up in the arid canyon. It's like, oh, Himiko is some evil spirit from the netherworld that takes bodies to exist in the corporeal world, and to stop her you need to destroy her bodies.
She's basically a lich right now. That's what we're fighting. Ancient Japanese lich queen.
You know, that makes it actually sound kind of awesome. I mean, I hate to say that, but
it does. I think the idea of Himiko is pretty cool. She takes she basically is a body thief. He just steals the body of a young woman, and so it's the what everybody thought was a chain of queens was actually just one woman.
Yeah, although again, problem: how can Sam be descended from this queen
who has no descendants? Yes, that is just.
Well, you don't know that. The original body could have had kids that got lost.
What the fuck was that?
I haven't gotten there yet, and oh, an explosion.
It's just stuff exploding, guys falling out of this.
Can you imagine these guys packed into the ceiling, just waiting to be shaken loose so that they can drop down and begin trying to kill Laura?
What? How is that guy still alive?
Nades are not that good in this game. I don't know why you keep... But yeah, the whole Himiko reveal and storyline is okay, but it's a little weird that it happens this late in the game. After you've basically just been fighting regular dudes being regular monsters. It's like they try to shoehorn it in at the last moment. Wait, this game needs some supernatural element.
Yeah, it almost feels like Nolan vs. Batman, where it's sort of ashamed of the more supernatural aspects of its lore, and it's like, oh, maybe it's there, but maybe not.
His animations do not look as good in slow motion.
In fairness, I played I played the other Tomb Raiders right before playing Tomb Raider, this Tomb Raider, and the other Tomb Raider
subtitled this Tomb Raider.
You know what I mean. I played the what was it, Legacy Anniversary.
The sequel will be Tomb Raider, the other Tomb Raider.
Whatever one you meet, where you meet that lady that got turned into a bat lady, and it's like, yeah, that is a universe that took its sci-fi crap a little too casually and a little too pulpy, and this universe I think was afraid of repeating those mistakes.
No.
Yeah, it corrected in the other direction and just was like, well, maybe there's supernatural stuff, but maybe not. We're not saying for sure.
So it's not incredibly bad. It just could have used a little bit more of it earlier. Just a little more foreshadowing.
Well, you know from the beginning of the game that there's supernatural crap because you know from the whole weather that supernaturally kills every boat, plane, and helicopter. It's just
as soon as a plane comes into play, it's pretty.
What about boat, plane, helicopters?
Well, I mean, it's like it's lost until it needs a ghost, and then it's like, oh, but the ghost is doing it. That's where the lost is coming from. Because prior to this, it felt more like a natural phenomenon, like you can't leave the island kind of crap, like more fatalism than ghost powers, and now suddenly it takes a turn towards Scooby-Doo.
Well, even after the plane crash, it could still have been both ways. Like it could have gone the way of Lara discovering that it's not actually a ghost, it is just weird nature crap. And I think maybe that was the problem, that they didn't know which way they wanted to go until way later into the game. So they just kept both options.
Man, I hope that evil guy that we left them with didn't betray them. Kind of wishing we'd had a way to warn them.
Oh, we're coming up on my favorite part of the game, but that'll probably be next episode where I may or may not be here.
Seriously.
Reyes is sad because she got hurt.
There's no sign of him.
What happened?
That guy didn't get hurt.
Whitman took Sam and they
I
disappeared.
forgot Jonah, was it?
What a surprise! Whitman took Sam! I didn't try to warn you guys, you motherfucker.
The boat's fixed now.
Hey Reyes, you remember the part where you said if we said another word and explained anything to you, you were going to shoot somebody? Well, this is your fault.
Could you have shot Whitman?
There were scientists here during World War II, and they believed the storms were controlled by something in a ritual chamber near the monastery. Look, I don't have all the answers, but Sam being taken,
I like that she admits you were right.
And if we try to leave here without understanding why, then we'll all die.
I hate when games are like, you continue to be right about everything and everybody opposes you anyway and refuses to believe anything you say no matter what, just because, hey, disbelief is tension.
Yeah, Reyes was actually a pretty sensible character, questioning the ghosts that made no sense up until the point where they start making sense.
They'll take it to the ritual chamber. We can use this inlet to get closer. Look, I know you want to get home.
You can't go back to their stronghold, it'd be suicide. You'd need regenerating health and the ability to hide behind cover.
And maybe a way to carry way more guns than any person would ever need simultaneously.
Yeah.
Some sort of hyperdimensional storage space.
So I thought for sure
if you die.
now we would have a turret sequence,
Whenever you're ready to go, come aboard.
but
That's a
remarkably
good
no.
point. That turret never gets used, does it? That turret
No.
never
Sam,
gets. That is. Oh, I was about to just.
it-
I was about to say it was Chekhov's turret.
To find in there?
It gets used, but it gets used by Reyes and what's his name as they defend themselves.
There's the soul of an ancient sun queen trapped in a dead body. Her
So the
rage
sound
is
broke?
what's
Really?
causing these storms.
What?
If we destroy the body, the storms will stop.
Did it?
Right.
Not
Someone
to
said
me.
sound broke. What did someone say? I don't get it.
And that's what's scaring me the most.
I think you
I
misheard.
This is a
take all the
plan.
blame.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Right
it's
now,
Jared's.
crazy is all we got. So let's do this.
So we're actually heading up on the last bit of the game, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
You're
bit
all like,
being
no way,
the
it's not
longest.
gonna, we're not gonna get it finished in 2 weeks, it'll take at least 3.
Well, that last section is a big push.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the final. This is the final.
We've got another week ahead of us,
place.
probably. We've got at least 2 episodes
No.
after this.
I'll need you and Reyes to guard the main
Yeah.
entrance while I go in after Sam.
You're going in there alone?
More people means more danger of being spotted. I need you here taking out as many
Also,
as
we
I
can't
like the idea
code
that
AI companions at this point in the game.
Others, samurai,
I would love to
queen
see
soldier.
Jonah trying to
Look,
climb with
anything
you.
that's not
That would be the most awesome thing in the world.
He outpaces you, he's faster than you, and constantly going like, come on, keep up, Lara!
We got your
He
back.
just climbs like a spider monkey.
Jumps like 20 feet from one wall to another.
Yeah.